Today I'm going to show you how to figure out the number of items in a table, in a list, without counting them individually because we're lazy and there's no reason to do that. So this is my Pluralsight profile, and these are all the courses that I've taken. But as you can see, it doesn't tell me like a subtotal, or rather a total. I don't know how many there are. There's just a bunch. So what I want to do is open up the DevTools. I'm going to right click, and then in Chrome I can choose Inspect. There's also a keyboard shortcut, as you can see, Control-Shift-I. Usually if you right click in most browsers, that'll pull it up. The keyboard shortcuts are sometimes a little bit different. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the inspector here, and I'm going to go and I want to select this entire table, right? So what I normally do is I normally just select really any random item in here, and then go up through its parents, right? So I can see that this element right here is one row, yeah? You can see as I move down, it highlights the next row. So that represents one course. Now, if I collapse this one, it looks like this would be the entire table. And the first row is actually our headers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this for the entire table, and I'm going to store that as a global variable. Now you can see it's got that temp1 variable there. I'm going to press up to select that and press dot, and then child element count. So there's 114. If we remove the header row, then it's 113 courses. So that is a lot quicker than counting to 113, especially because you're probably going to screw it up 5 or 10 times. Now I know everyone doesn't have a Pluralsight account. I highly recommend it. It's a great service, but I digress. So if you want to try this out on your own, you can just really find any table on the internet. I've got this list of explorers here on Wikipedia, and there's actually some really great data. I should pull this into Tableau sometime, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to press Control-Shift-I to bring up my DevTools, and then it looks like, oh, for whatever reason, it defaulted to the network tab here. You want to be on the Elements tab so you can actually see the HTML. I'm going to click on the inspector, and then let me just grab this element right here. And I'm going to give myself a little bit more room. Okay, so it looks like this is the table. And okay, there's the header. This is probably what we want, the body of the table here. Yeah. Let's expand that. And here's a row, one row per explorer. So these are the items that I want to count. So I'm going to click on this, the parent element, or right click rather, store that as a global variable, press up to bring that variable up real quickly, and do child element count again. 590. So it looks like there are 590 explorers on this list of explorers that Wikipedia has. Now, of course, this specific task you might never need to do it, but it's always great to learn more about sort of how the web works, and I mean, you never know. This console is super powerful. You can put any kind of JavaScript in here that you want, and yeah, that's it for today. So I hope that helps you out in the future, and have a good one.